Hi there, welcome to KSS Creations. My name is Kelvin Singh. I have recently launched a tutorial series videos where I will be making videos that can help you guys. Now today I have something very special. I would like to teach you how to use your electric guitar, your audio interface, as well as a computer or laptop. Just with these three things you can achieve some amazing guitar tones and of course begin your recording journey. So let's not waste any more time, let's go right into it. Firstly, you need an electric guitar. In this case, this is a 2008 Indonesian-made LTD FX series guitar. Secondly, you would need a guitar cable. Now this guitar cable has served me 10 years. So you don't need the most expensive guitar cable to be able to make music. Something simple like this is also fine. You can immediately make music. And the third thing you need is an audio interface. I will show it right now. This is what it looks like. You have the input gains, you have the volume, headphone output, blah blah blah. The fourth thing you would need is a PC or a laptop. And lastly, you need a audio recording software. In this case, I'm using Ableton. Okay, now I'm going to bring up the screen here. I'm going to change the camera positions. Let's go. Okay, welcome back. We are using my PC and I'm on the desktop right now. So as you can see, I have Ableton Live 10 Lite audio software. And now I have the particular track and it's capturing my first input of my interface. It differs from your interface. You might have 4 inputs, 6 inputs, 8 inputs, or 2 inputs. In my case, or even 1 input. In my case, I have a double input, 2 inputs. 1 input is for my mic, the XLR input, which is connected right now, which is recording as you can see on the screen. So track number 3 is my mic. So let's dedicate this as, write this as mic. And then this will be guitar. First thing you would have to do is make sure you have signal. I'm going to arm this track as well so you can hear whatever my guitar does. So you should be able to hear that as I'm talking as well. La di da di da di da di da. So you are getting some signal. So first thing you would do, as soon as you connect your guitar, this is the first thing that you do is to check for your input levels. Okay, this is how you do it. So for example, the loudest thing you can do on a guitar is, let's say, strumming. Can you see that? It's peaking. Now this interface has a cool little LED which I will show right now. It has a cool little LED. It shows when you are clipping. The first thing you want to fix that, you would want to reduce the input level just slightly. It's still clipping. Reduce it even more. There you go. Okay, if you check on your software, you shouldn't see clipping. If you see clipping on the master track, that's normal. That's okay. You can reduce the master track a little. That's fine. It's not clipping. Everything is good. So my guitar is tuned in a drop D. That's I love drop tunings. So now let's see the guitar track. Okay. Here are some plugins on my left here, as you can see. Here are some plugins that I have obtained and also gotten through the bundled software with Focusrite. So cool thing about this software, I did not buy it. I've got the Lite version which came bundled together with my purchase of this Focusrite Solo. So I'm lucky to have this software bundled together with the audio interface that I purchased many years ago. So these are the plugins that I have. So all these plugins I would put through in the descriptions, the ones that we are going to use today. So, okay, first thing you would need is a head. In this case, I have the Emissary head by Ignite Amps. And all I had to do, as you saw there, all I had to do was just open it up, just double click. I've never touched any of the setting. All the setting is at 12 o'clock and this is how it sounds, yes? As you can hear, it sounds very sharp and it just sounds very ugly. For example, if I do some lead lines. Okay, as you can hear, it's very gnarly, very piercing. It's not a nice sound. So the next thing you would need, this is the first step, so I can close this. It's still running over here. The next thing you would need is a cabinet simulator. Mana? Inilah. Betul lah. This is the cabinet simulator. So what this does, you have two sides. You have two different speakers here. Two different cabinets. In this particular VST, you have the option of using two cabinets at the same time. So let's say we just use one cabinet for now. We put it to the left. So here I have some options. Vintage 30, Celestion V30 4x12. Let's say I take a SM57 center. I'm not going to touch this for now. This, you guys go play with it. Doesn't matter. So this is how it sounds now. Yes. See, we picked just now. I got into the mood. The guitar actually picked, so I'm going to reduce the input a little. So always be wary of your input. The moment it clips, please bring it back down. So as you heard before, it sounds so much nicer. So now let's say I turn off this cabinet back again. And I turn it on back. Okay, so that's about it. So remember about the input volume, yes, this is something very light. It's very soft, as you can hear. Let's say you play some soft stuff like this. So in this case, you might not need the same type of input level because you don't pick as hard, you don't play as hard, so you can actually increase your input. So it all comes down to the way you play, the style you play, the particular riff that you're recording at that point of time, the type of song you are recording at that point of time. If you're playing a very hard, very metal type of metal type of song, you would have your input very low. So if you're playing something soft like that, you might need more input. So it depends on your playing. Always check your inputs depending on the song you're writing and recording, and make sure it's as high as you can get it without clipping. Okay, so let's get back to the metal sound, rock sound. So this is my metal sound. I like it, so maybe I would like to have more bass. As you can hear the treble. Right, more treble, maybe reduce some of the high mids. I like the deep tone, yes. Presence a bit more, lesser depth. That's your bass, overall bass. So let's see how it sounds. So I'm not going to bore you down with all these settings. So that's basically what it is. There are a bunch of settings. You can adjust the sound that you want. I'm just going to show you quickly, as fast as I can, how to do basic recording. Okay, so now you have your head. You have your cabinet, so this is how it sounds again. So there are also some other VST plugins. Let me show you. This is everybody knows lah. This is a TS9, OD9, 808, whatever, blah blah blah, Tube Screamer lah. So Tube Screamer now, as you can see, this is a channel signal. You have your head, you have your cabinet, you have your Tube Screamer. So of course, like your pedals, how you set up your pedals is the same exact thing. Your Tube Screamer will of course be before the head, correct? As in your guitar, your Tube Screamer, and then only to your amplifier. So do it the same way. So now I have my Tube Screamer at hand. So this is the settings that I like to use, and of course with this Tube Screamer you should reduce the gain on your amplifier. Okay, I'm going to put it there, and let's see what sound that we get. So as you can hear, that adds that bite. So if I turn it off, this is how it sounds. I turn it on, so you get the idea. So again, all this is just with free VST plugins. We don't have an expensive amplifier and you can get sounds like this. That is what I mean by with little that you have, you can actually get so much. So again, what we have is the guitar signal. Let's say we turn this off. All of this we turn off, yeah? This is the sound that we get. This is guitar directly in the interface. This is the sound that the pickups and produce. That's it. That's what it is. So the software is taking software pedals, or they call it VST, right? Very famous term, VST. And you plug in a bunch of different VST. Let's say the first thing I put in here, I turn this on back, is the tube screamer. It changes the sound. It works like a tube screamer. And then I turn on the head. Very messy. And lastly, the thing that sweetens everything up is the cabinet. Right, so that was the head. And this last one is the cabinet, which I've just turned on. This is how it looks like. So there you go, amazing. These are just some plugins, which all these plugins I will include in the descriptions. You can download it for free, completely free. So this works with Cubase, ProTools, Reaper, any type of audio recording software. These VST plugins will work just fine. So remember the order whatsoever. Settings, just go play with it. Just make sure you have these three things. Now about the cabinet simulator or impulse response by Ignite AMPS as well. This the impulse responses. It's a small little file which is a profile for how the cabinet would sound. So each different cabinet would have its own sound profile. You can think of it in like that lah. So this comes together bundled with the cab download. So if you download this particular cabinet simulator, you get all this IR for free. It's included in the package. Okay, so you have your SM57 center. This is when the SM57 mic is directly at the center. And then you have your off axis slightly sideways towards the cone. And then this is a different mic. I'm not sure what mic is this. SNH, Sennheiser maybe. And then this is MD421, right? Center. So that's what it is. You get so many mic positions. Everything is emulated in the software. You can just Google and you can find so many free IRs. This is the ones that come with together with this download. Oh, that was the middle pickup. So that's it. These are basically basic things you need to start recording. And mind you, this is just one particular head and this suits my style. I like heavy metal. And I love chugging riffs. So this particular head suits that style of me. So there are so many heads, so many speakers, whatsoever, so many heads that you can use based on your style. If you like blues, country folk type of guy, the strumming acoustic type of guy, a very slow sounding kind of guy, to the most extreme heavy metal crazy maniac type of guy. That's it for now. This is a video about how to record guitars, how to use electric guitar, interface and computer, and that's it to achieve a very simple and amazing, a simple setup and amazing sounding tone. So next time around, I'm going to show you some effects, how to get a drony effect, dreamy sounds, how to add effects into this. These are just dry signal, yes? No reverb, no chorus, no effects, whatnot. So it's completely dry. So the next video, I'm going to take you back to the same setup, and I'm going to show you how to add effects and make the guitar sound bigger and more livelier. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you for tuning in to KSS Creations. My name is Kelvin Singh. Log on to my Facebook page, give me some support, like, follow. Go to my YouTube page, support there, subscribe there, and I will continue. It would support me in making these videos. So that's it for now. See you next time. I'm out.